please?
Me, Mitch.
Mitch, just a minute. Mitch, you know, I really shouldn't let you in after the treatment I have received from you this evening. So utterly uncavalier. But hello, beautiful. My, what a cold shoulder. And such uncouth apparel. Why, you haven't even shaved. The unforgivable insult to a lady. But I forgive you. I forgive you because it's such a relief to see you. You've stopped that polka tune that I had caught in my hair. Have you ever had anything caught in your head? No, of course you haven't. You dumb angel puss. You never get anything awful caught in your head.
Do we have to have that fan on?
No!
I don't like fans.
Then let's turn it off, honey. I'm not partial to them. I don't know what there is to drink. I haven't investigated.
I don't want stand liquor.
It isn't stands. Everything here isn't stands. Some things on the premises are actually mine. How is your mother? Isn't your mother well?
Why?
Something's the matter tonight, but never mind. I won't cross-examine the witness. I'll just pretend I don't notice anything different about you. That. Music again.
What music?
The Varsiviana. The polka tune they were playing when Alan... Wait! There now, the shot! It always stops after the shot. Yes, now it's stopped.
Are you boxed out of your mind?
I'll go and see what I can find in the way of... Oh, by the way, excuse me for not being dressed, but I'd practically given you up. Had you forgotten your invitation to supper?
I wasn't going to see you anymore.
Wait a minute, I can't hear what you're saying, and you talk so little that when you do say something, I don't want to miss a single syllable of it. What am I looking around here for? Oh yes, liquor! We've had so much excitement around here this evening that I am boxed out of my mind. Here's something. Southern Comfort. What is that, I wonder?
If you don't know, it must belong to the stand.
Take your foot off the bed. It has a light cover on it. Of course you boys don't notice things like that. I've done so much with this place since I've been here.
I bet you have.
You saw it before I came. Well, look at it now. This room is almost dainty. I want to keep it that way. I wonder if this stuff ought to be mixed with something. It's sweet. So sweet. It's terribly, terribly sweet. Why, it's a liqueur, I believe. Yes, that's what it is. A liqueur. I'm afraid you won't like it, but try it. Maybe you will.
I told you already I don't want none of his liquor, and I mean it. You ought to lay off his liquor. He says you've been lapping it up all summer like a wildcat.
What a fantastic statement. Fantastic of him to say it. Fantastic of you to repeat it. I won't descend to the level of such cheap accusations to answer them, either.
What's in your mind? I see something in your eyes.
It's dark in here.
I like it dark. The dark is comforting to me.
I don't think I've ever seen you in the light. That's a fact.
Is it?
I've never seen you in the afternoon.
Whose fault is that?
You never want to go out in the afternoon.
Why, nature of the plant in the afternoon.
Not Sunday afternoon. I've asked you to go out with me sometimes on Sundays, but you always make an excuse. You never want to go out till after 6, and then it's always someplace it's not lighted much.
There is some obscure meaning in this, but I failed to catch it.
What it means is that I've never had a real good look at you. Blanche, let's turn the light on here.
Light? Which light? What for?
This one with the paper thing on it.
What did you do that for?
So I can take a look at you and good and plain.
Of course you don't really mean to be insulting.
No, just realistic.
I don't want realism. I want magic. Yes, magic.
I try to give that to people. I misrepresent things to them. I don't tell truth, I tell what ought to be truth. And if that is sinful, then let me be damned for it. Don't turn the light on.
I don't mind you being older than what I thought, but all the rest of it, Christ. That pitch that you're ideal to being so old-fashioned and all the malarkey that you dished out all summer. Oh, I knew you weren't 16 anymore. But I was a fool enough to believe you were straight.
Who told you I wasn't? Straight. My loving brother-in-law. And you believed him.
I called him a liar at first, and then I checked on the story. First I asked us to climb in who travels through Laurel. And then I talked directly over long distance to the merchant.
Who is this merchant?
Keyfaber.
Merchant Keyfaber of Laurel? I know the man. He whistled at me. I put him in his place. So now, for revenge, he makes up stories about me.
3 people, Keith, Neighbor, Stanley, and Shaw, swore to them.
Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, and such a filthy tub.
Did you stay at a hotel called the Flamingo?
Flamingo? No. Tarantula was the name of it. I stayed at a hotel called the Tarantula Arms.
Tarantula? Yes,
a big spider. That's where I brought my victims. Yes, I had many intimacies with strangers. After the death of Alan, intimacies with strangers was all I seemed able to fill my empty heart with. I think it was panic, just panic, that drove me from one to another, hunting for some protection here and there in the most unlikely places, even at last in a 17-year-old boy. But somebody wrote to the superintendent about it. This woman is morally unfit for her position.
True. Yes, I suppose. Unfit somehow. Anyway, so I came here. There was nowhere else I could go. I was played out. You know what played out is. My youth was suddenly gone up the water spout. And I met you. You said you needed somebody. Well, I needed somebody too. I thank God for you, because you seem to be gentle, a cleft in the rock of the world that I could hide in. But I guess I was hoping too much. Keith, Robert, Stanley, and Shaw have tied an old tin can to the tail of the kite.
You lied to me, Blanche.
Don't say I lied to you.
Lies, lies, inside and out, all lies.
Never inside. I didn't lie in my heart.
Flores? Flores? Flores para los muertos? Flores? Flores?
What? Oh, somebody outside?
Flores? Flores para los muertos? No, no, not now, not now. Flores para los muertos? Flores.
Crumble and fade and regrets, recriminations. If you'd done this, it would have cost me that.
Coronas para los muertos? Coronas. Legacies. Huh. And other things such as blood-stained pillow slips. Her linen needs changing. Yes, Mother, but couldn't we get a colored girl to do it? No, we couldn't, of course. Everything's gone, but... Flores!
Death. I used to sit here and she used to sit over there, and death was as close as you are. We didn't dare even admit we had ever heard of it.
Flores para los muertos? Flores. Flores. The opposite is desire. So do you wonder, how could you possibly wonder? Not far from Belleville, before we had lost Belleville, was a camp where they trained young soldiers. On Saturday nights they would go into town to get drunk. Coronas.
And on the way back they would stagger onto my lawn and call, Blanche! Blanche! The deaf old lady, remaining, suspected nothing. But sometimes I stepped outside to answer their calls. Later the paddy wagon would gather them up like daisies the long way home.
What I've been missing all summer.
Then marry me, Mitch!
I don't think I want to marry you anymore.
No?
You're not clean enough to bring in the house with my mother.
Go away then! Get out of here quick before I start screaming fire! 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 Fire!
Please don't grade us too harshly. We tried really, really hard.
We really did, Miss Adamson.
It's all Coker's fault.
Oh wait, we're recording.
Yeah, we are. This is going in the presentation, Joe.
Oh god, yeah.
Just a small town girl. Why does it turn red?
Maybe she's speaking too loud.
Ah! Oh, I hear you right.